Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. Double hitter. I promised you a double header from Pariah Brewing, and that's what we're doing right now. Yeah. Their handbook for the words are hard. Recently deceased. Okay, let's talk about it. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is one of the best movies ever made. So this can art does me all kinds of proper. But, me being me, we'll pour this while we're talking. I hate so many people love Beetlejuice. You know what I mean? And by that I mean, and we'll come to what I think is rational behavior mentally. I think a lot of people like Beetlejuice as a movie just because it's cool to like Beetlejuice. Not that they actually like the movie. And there's a lot of people that are just very much like Beetlejuice is the best thing ever. And I don't think they genuinely like the movie. That's me being me being judgy, me being weird. But I'm drinking this beer, and I'm kind of pumped about it. Honestly, it's some of my favorite can art ever. Just because that book has always been a funny kind of thing to me. Always something I wanted to kind of get, like a replica of it, and just kind of throw it on a table somewhere so people are like, what the you know what I mean? That kind of thing. So anyway, we have story time in the back as far as this beer goes. Definitely looks the part of a big, rich hazy. We'll try to speed through this. It's a double IPA coming in at 8.2%. It says drink within 90 days, no date on the can. And it says what you're holding is Pariah double IPA featuring a blend of 8 different powerful hops. Pouring a glowing yellow in the glass. Regardless if you survive the crash, you can expect the bright notes of mango, pineapple, papaya, resin, and dank oranges. Straight up unabashed hoppy goodness that does not read like a stereo instructions. The Halloween season is undoubtedly our favorite time of the year, so we embrace the strange and unusual. Now take this handbook and go to the 6th door. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we do. Beetlejuice. So yeah, like I said, that looks like a big old hazy. Just off white head, big orange glow. The nose. What is it? Oh. There's this cool citrus thing here, but there's something I can't put my finger on. It's a bright citrus. Almost like medicinal herbaceousness. Green grassy is probably where I'm going to lean on this one, because I think that's going to come through in a taste. If it comes through the way I think the nose is kind of coming across, I might be kind of like ultra hot and bothered. Because that citrus comes up right. We're leaning like very non-pulpy citrus, very much pineapple-y. But there's this bright, now when I say medicinal, I mean like almost like a mentholyptic kind of, just bright spearmintiness to it that often, more times than not, leans into a green grassiness for me, which is a flavor profile I absolutely adore, but rarely get in a lot of today's beers. Not a big precursor to bittering, even though that green thing I think is that bittering thing, just on a more sweeter component. And honestly, a very, very, very fun nose. Let's just dive in. Cheers, y'all. That's delicious. It's giving me that green grassy thing. And it's just like, listen. You want to make this guy happy? Pop some Faith No More on, Give me a really good hamburger. It doesn't have to be steak. Hamburger, meatloaf. Makes me happy. Mashed potatoes. I'm not a complicated dude. Give me that green grassiness. I'm gonna be happy. It's not gobs and gobs in your face, but it's definitely there. It definitely has that little bit of minty component to it too. So I really do like the way this is coming off. Definitely getting that citrus portion of the show. It comes off a little bit more bittering pulpy than the nose would lead you to believe, but it definitely is kind of like an orange pineapple kind of mixture here. That feels nice. Not super turbid, super dense. Definitely double IPA level, but I like that it's not like challenge thick because it lets you go drink it a little bit easier. But it really is the hop, the green portion of the hop here that is the star of the show for me at least. And that is that little ranky, little spicy, definitely little green grassy kind of zip that it has to it. That, again, like I said, I just don't really get that all that much. Whenever I do this, people are probably like, what did you... I get like little hairs that flitter in my vision and it bothers me. That's why I do that. Anyway, yeah, I think this is really fun. Honestly. Yeah, it's a really fun beer. It's really fun. It's very much not like a lot of double IPAs that I've had as of late. That green, that bitter and green ranky dink thing is being absolutely beaten out of hops. Whether it be seasonal picking, time of day, hybrid, manipulation of hops, all that kind of stuff. They just don't want onion. They don't want rank. Especially when it comes to New England style hazies. There's this bright greeniness, slightly scalliony thing that I am absolutely in love with, that I get very few and far between nowadays. And like I said, this isn't like in your face, lawnmower clipping to the face level of that stuff. It's definitely there. But since I don't get that portion of the show all that often lately, it's just that much more kind of omnipresent to me, and it just makes me that much more giddy and that much more happy. The combination of the can art just makes this kind of a complete package for me. Rarely do I kind of throw the can art into, like, is it one of the better IPAs I've ever had? But, just that combination of a beloved movie that I find fantastic, that I think a lot of people take as, again, me being the curmudgeon I am, as just a movie that they can talk about liking rather than actually love, and throwing this kind of funness inside of it. Very cool. Very cool for the old Halloween-ish doubleheader. I'll post this well before Halloween. We're on the 6th of October that we're having now, so I'm not going to wait 3 more weeks to post this with the other Pariah spooky-themed beer, but very fun double banger for a very, very cool Halloween season. I'm looking forward to it. Mike is 2.5. He's going to be 3. He's all about he says happy Halloween every day. He loves saying trick or treat. He loves dressed in costumes. So I am in my glory when it comes to Halloween right now. Never thought I'd love it as much as I do now, and I loved it before. So yeah, this is really tasty stuff, really fun stuff. I'm trying to think if I missed anything here. Yeah, perfect level of sweetness. Mouthfeel's not super lush, but I like the level it's at and lends its drinkability. That citrus, there definitely is a tropical fruit portion. So the citrus started the show here, but it really kind of leans away from the sweetness. It's tropical fruit citrus combination, but it really is that green portion of the show, the green hop portion of the show that drives the day for me, and has that little fluttering greenness that comes off a la kind of grassiness to me. That is really the best part of the beer. Done and done. Is it one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late? Yes. Mount Rushmore status? Probably. Worthy. Can art puts it over top. Let's just put it on there. Value availability. Did I already say that? I think I did. And I'm just that giddy. And Pariah. Let's talk about it. Have you been to the brewery? Have you had their beers? Have you had this beer? I'm really curious to see what other people think of this beer. I know a couple other beer tubers got this beer, so now that I've been through all the Pariah stuff, I can go and watch their reviews. I'm really curious to see what everybody else has to say, but I'm very, very curious to see what you've had to say if you've had it. So if you've had this beer down there, please let me know. So there you go. We're reviewing the books. Hopefully enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of, spooky haze right now. There you go. Hope to see you next time. Cheers, y'all.